Hello, I'm Michael from Prague, from Europe. Currently still riding the Sun Trip 2018 Rally of Solar Bicycles in Kazakhstan. Even after it's obvious that I'm very slow, but well, I'm trying to do my best to travel a little bit faster. Today is the first day in Kazakhstan after almost 3 weeks with very little wind. So I'm trying my solar concentrator consisting of lightweight reflective foil. You can see I used my 10 struts to set up this concentrator, and this is my only about third attempt since the start of the rally to use this concentrator, and this time I used somewhat different configuration, and I think maybe I am almost know how to do it next time, but we will see if there are some more places without wind on the road. Well, the effects are barely measurable. Yes, it's like in single units of percent the power increase. It's in the single percent units. Well, the most important thing is to make sure that it will not add shade instead of sun. Of course, the sun rising from the horizon is more important than the added insulation from the reflective foil. Today I need at least 350 watt-hours to climb some hills. You can maybe see the hills on the horizon, but probably not from here. Anyway, I will have to climb at like 700 meters of elevation on the way to Almaty, so I want to make sure that my battery is properly charged this time, because it's I like this place for charging because I have shade here. I can hide from the sun myself. There are some apple trees. These are the first apple trees I have seen. Oh, these are not apple trees. These are some kind of very small apples, maybe kind of wild apples. These are the first fruit trees I have seen since entering not only Kazakhstan, but since entering Saratovska Oblast in Russia, since entering this steppe stretch or steppe zone, how to call it properly. This almost works as intended, but not really. But you can see the flare of the reflective foil goes all the way to the front panel. So some effect there should be some effect, but there are too many curls or waves on the foil. It's not flat enough, so it's not hard to say if this helps or not. Well, I'm already pretty tired. I'm planning to have at least one day off in Almaty to make some mountain trekking. I will show you also my face so you can see who is talking. So hello, I'm Michael. The first two riders already arrived in Guangzhou. So I am slow, but I'm not last in the race. The fate of there are many abandons, many participants abandoned the Sun Trip Rally. I think at least like 10. 3 of them are returning by their own means, by continuing traveling only backwards to the west. others abandoned and are now awaiting transfer of their bikes or already arranged for the transfer of the bikes. About 15 or 16 participants are now in China, but of them already Camille and August on their tandem trike from Belgium, they've already abandoned too. So there are now, like, I think 14 bikes or so in China, and only two of them have reached Guangzhou. I think I don't have much chance. Maybe I can chase 1 or 2 participants, but not much more. Yes, this video is now just the right length to be uploaded. Well, I think solar bikes are the future yachting. Yes, the future of the solar bikes is bright. It just needs more tuning, because you can see I'm having a lot of mechanical problems with my roof. I hope to fix these problems in Almaty. I also need to change my rear tire. Yes, well, it's not very visible here, but my rear tire already needs to be replaced. My replacement tire is waiting for me in Hostlin, Almaty. My brother arranged this delivery for me, so I'm very thankful to my brother and to my family for supporting me on this journey. However, the journey is quite cost effective. I'm traveling on a budget. From like almost 3 weeks in Kazakhstan, I just spent only like 4. I did most of the nights. I spent camping. I spent just three nights at hotels or motels, and 1 night I accepted hospitality offer from Konstantin in Shymkent. I did interview for Kazakh TV here, and also interview for local newspapers in Taras, Russian-speaking newspapers. Well, this part of Kazakhstan, near Kyrgyzstan border, near Bishkek city, it looks like almost like Europe. It's agricultural area. There are a lot of fields. You can see corn just next to me. So somehow there is more water flowing. There is a river with a lot of water which is flowing from the mountains, so it's not so much steppe, but you can see steppe on the horizon. It's really just narrow strip of fertile valley, fertile lush green valley, which is surrounded by steppe from all sides. Well, now it's too hot to continue talking. I have to sit down and drink some water and have a rest. So subscribe to my channel if you want to, if you are interested in following my future adventures in a solar bike in the remaining 300 or 400 kilometers through Kazakhstan, and mainly the next 5,000 kilometers in China. It's going to be the whole new adventure, really much different from what we have now. I have to cross the Gobi Desert. I'm pretty scared about this idea. I will lose my language advantage in China, because in Russia and Kazakhstan I was able to communicate using my rudimentary basic Russian, but in China I really don't know how I will communicate. So I will really have to simplify my communication a lot, maybe learn a few words like water or so. And well, we will see. The adventure is now just about to start. This was just well, long distance journey, but not not really much of an adventure. Yes, the Kazakh steppe was beautiful and it was abandoned, but we were on the highway all the time, and I was able to communicate with local people using Russian language, and it was actually not that hard. I am eating at restaurants. I don't even consume all my camping gas and all my camping food, like dry food. I'm still carrying some dry food from Europe, mostly from Russia now, but also some of it from some dry food I've bought mostly in Russia and in Kazakhstan, and I had no chance to eat this food because there are really restaurants everywhere in Kazakhstan, so I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry here. Yes, in the Gobi Desert I plan to use this reflective foil as kind of reflector around my battery and around my motor controller, so it won't overheat from sun, especially from the afternoon sun. But we will see how this will work. First of all, I need to do a lot of repairs in the Almaty and have some rest. Well, you can also see I have one forbidden item. This is pepper spray. I was warned about wild dogs in Kazakhstan and in Russia, but I have not encountered a single wild dog who would be capable to run after me in all this heat. The dogs are just really overheated in this country, so I haven't noticed any danger from dogs. We were warned about spiders and snakes in the steppe, but I haven't seen single big spider and single snake in the steppe, so probably it may be dangerous in some parts of the year and in some parts of the country, and maybe in the more barren parts of the landscape, but near the road I think so far it was quite safe for me. The only danger was from the trucks and from the fast going cars, but the nature is just very hot and dry, but not really dangerous here. So that's all for today. So stay with my YouTube channel, and bye for now.